Hello, everybody, and welcome to a solo edition of Tea Time with Dr. Sahar. Today, I want to talk about a very important topic. It is the topic that precedes all other topics, really, when it comes to holistic health, and that is digestive health. So let's get started. I thought, especially before medical school, that our gut is our gut. It's where we digest food. Right now on social media, gut health is all the rage and people are talking about how important it is. But why? Why is it that important? And how is it that important? I had one experience nearly a decade ago that really changed the entire course of my life from then on. All growing up, I struggled with really, really bad fatigue and really bad brain fog. The best way that I can explain it is like, imagine between your eyebrows, you just have like this fuzziness and it kind of takes over, it took over my entire forehead and I was always drowsy. I felt like I needed to nap no matter how much I slept the night before. I always woke up still tired. At that time, I was driving to university and I would have to pull over sometimes on the side of the road in parking lots to take a nap. I would be in university and I have to go to the top shelf, to the top floor of the library and between the shelves, take a nap between classes. It was not easy. But I remember in my heart of hearts, I was like, this isn't normal. There's something going on here. It doesn't feel like I should be this tired. Something is off. And so it kind of set me off on a journey to go get help from doctors to see what exactly is going on. I saw conventional doctors and they couldn't find what was wrong with me. They checked my blood, the physical exam, there was no infection, there was no iron issues, anemia, my thyroid was normal. They kind of shrugged their hands. Then I saw integrative, holistic doctors. They checked my hormones, they gave me herbs, supplements, and in those situations you're like, maybe I'm feeling a little better. Like you're almost like hoping that you're feeling better. You're like, maybe I had to nap a little later or I skipped a nap, but it wasn't this very obvious improvement. That feeling, that fuzziness, that fatigue was still there. That's also an important thing, that sense you have in your body, even if nobody can validate it. Even the best doctors in town, in your area, your own family members, they don't understand your internal experience. So even if no one's meaning to gaslight you, don't lose sight of your inner reality. Keep searching for answers because they're there. So anyway, I was kind of tired and I was about to get ready to go into medical school and I was a little nervous. I was like, how with my credit load am I going to be able to have time to nap? And what if I can't function? And like an answer from the universe, my first year, I met a physician who offered for any of the students, if they wanted to do food intolerance testing, it'd be available through him in his clinic. So I was like, you know what? I'm interested in this. I'll try anything. I'm a scientist. And so I did my food intolerance test and my results came back as potato. And I was like, what? Kind of random. I love potato, don't get me wrong. I was eating it pretty regularly. And again, I'm a scientist, I will try everything and I will see what the outcome is and go from there. So I removed the potato. Within 3 days, that feeling between my eyes was lifted. Anyone who struggles with chronic fatigue knows it's not oh, can I nap today? Can I not nap today? It's the nap will take you in. You have to nap. I was pulling over on the side of the highway some days and the fatigue was so over consuming. And it was lifted. That fatigue sensation was gone within 3 days. And I was like, what in the world is going? I've told this story to countless friends since then and patients over the years. It's been a decade. And something I always often get back is well, how do you know it wasn't placebo? And I was like, well, I'm a very economic person. If I wanted to play placebo, if I wanted to be placebo, why not the years prior, all those other treatments and tests I did? Placebo, is placebo this specific? They want this one thing to work? I mean, whatever, Placebo is also, if something is working, if you're noticing a tangible difference day in and day out, you can touch it, you can feel it, you can sense it, it's repeatable, Let that inform you. Doesn't matter what anybody says. Anyway, I was amazed by that. I mean, it was truly a life-changing experience. And so in the weeks to come, in the months to come, like I said, I'm a scientist, so of course I had to experiment with it. I would have a little bit of potato again. And instantly, like within 24 hours, that feeling of fatigue would come back. The drowsiness would come back, the yawning. And, I played around with it for a couple months, and every time I would have potato, I would not feel well. It was like a brain fog sensation come back. But as long as I removed the potato, I was okay. It changed my life. I got clarity back. I was in the moment again. When you have that energy to live your life, to be present in your life, it is the most valuable thing. And so, of course, then I became very interested clinically in what is going on, like scientifically, what is going on. And I later found out, the science behind it. And I'll go into a little bit of that now because I think it's important.